Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
So good, so good, so good.
It's time to save. Clear the Rack is on at your Nordstrom Rack store. Now through Monday, take an extra 25% off clearance. Hurry, the best stuff goes fast. All sales final. Please see NordstromRack.com or ask a store associate for details.
This is Optimal Finance Daily. Patience is the ultimate passive income by Chris of KeepThrifty.com. Patience is a virtue, but it's more than that. It's an incredible source of passive income. Okay, maybe not income in the traditional sense, but at the end of the day, patience leaves you with extra money in your bank account for doing absolutely nothing. Every generation needs an anthem, but I'm afraid if our shopping behavior is any indication, our anthem isn't a flattering one. Quote, I want it all, I want it all, I want it all, and I want it now. Queen. We're so focused on getting what we want right away that we misunderstand how much our impatience is costing us and what we could earn by exercising our patience instead. Let's look at an example. How patience can save you big bucks on technology. What happens every time Apple releases a new phone? There's always a segment of the population that chooses to wait in a line overnight for the privilege of buying that phone at the highest price it will ever be sold at. In October of 2014, you could get an Apple iPhone 6, 64 gigabytes with AT&T for the embarrassing price of $1,064. Within 2 months, that price had dropped below $900. In another 3 months, it was down below $700. 1 year after launch, the price settled at around $572, almost half of what it started at. Unless you're solving nuclear physics problems on your phone, you can probably get away with a 1-year-old phone. The reward for your patience for doing absolutely nothing? Almost $500. And that's not even counting the extra you could make from putting that money in a high-yield savings or investment account. Getting $500 for just not buying something for a year is awesome. But in all honesty, I haven't given you the full story. The discount for many people is even bigger. The compounding pain of impatience. The impatient don't just tend to buy things at their highest price. They also tend to buy them on credit. As a result, they finance unnecessary items and pay an arm and a leg in interest. Suppose an impatient buyer put that $1,064 phone purchase on a 17% APR credit card and planned to pay it off over 2 years at payments of $52 a month. By the end of the 2 years, they would have paid $1,432 for the phone. On the flip side, a patient buyer would just stash away $52 a month until they had enough to pay for the phone in cash. After 1 year, they could buy that phone for $572. Compared to the impatient buyer, the patient one actually has an extra $860 in their bank account at the end of those 2 years. Whether you look at it as passive income or as a heavy 60% discount, the patient buyer is clearly killing it here. But patient buyers can take things even a step further and get stuff for free. How patience can get you 100% discounts on entertainment. Who doesn't love a Friday night movie? I love the experience, but can't stand the price. As it stands now, taking our family of 5 to the theaters, even if we forego the 3D screen and IMAX, can set us back $50 in one evening just for the tickets. But an average movie only spends 4 weeks in the theater and comes out in digital and on DVD after about 16 weeks. By waiting 16 weeks, we can drop that $50 to $5 for a rental, a discount of 90%. But why pay when you can get something for free? At your library, new releases are usually in high demand, so you may wait an extra 1 to 6 months, but the price can't be beat. Another thing libraries have? Books! I know, crazy, right? Getting a book in hardcover, typically the first format released, can set you back $20. Libraries often get popular books within 1 to 2 weeks of their release. Depending on your weight, it may take anywhere from 0 to 6 months to get that 100% discount, but it's still a 100% discount. The easiest passive income you'll ever make. Businesses love to get your hard-earned dollars, and they know that one of the easiest ways for them to do this is to play on your impatience. Is waiting 6 months for Game of Thrones to be available at your library going to make your life unbearable? Or are we just used to having things so conveniently and quickly available that we tell ourselves we couldn't possibly wait? You're stronger than that. When you exercise patience, you are not depriving yourself. You're making a trade-off, and a very smart financial one at that. After all, a really smart old guy once said, quote, "A penny saved is a penny earned." Benjamin Franklin. The concept of getting paid for doing absolutely nothing sounds like a dream to me. So put that pause button on those purchases and watch your bank account grow. You'll quickly find that those urgent purchases weren't so urgent after all, and your dreams are a lot easier to reach. You just listened to the post titled, "Patience is the Ultimate Passive Income" by Chris of KeepThrifty.com.
Imagine you're a business owner who has to rely on a dozen different software programs to run your company, none of which are connected, and each one is more expensive and more complicated than the last. It can be pretty stressful. Now imagine Odoo. Odoo has all the programs you'll ever need, and they're all connected on one simple, easy-to-use platform, giving you peace of mind that your business is always being taken care of from every angle. Odoo has user-friendly, open-source applications for everything. We're talking CRM, accounting, inventory, manufacturing, marketing, HR, and everything in between. Basically, if your business needs it, Odoo's got it. Odoo sounds pretty amazing, right? So stop wasting your time and money on those expensive, disconnected platforms and let Odoo harmonize your business with simple, efficient software that can handle everything for a fraction of the price. It doesn't get much better than that. So what are you waiting for? Discover how Odoo can take your business to the next level by visiting odoo.com. That's ODOO.com. Odoo, modern management made simple.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. And when it comes to checking off coverage, a State Farm agent can help you choose an option that's right for you. Whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I think Chris made some great points here on the importance of patience when it comes to buying things. I'd like to expand on that from a different angle. Patience is also super helpful when investing. Of all the variables that affect your portfolio's performance, time in the market is the single most important factor. The more time you have to let your money grow and compound, the more wealth you'll build. But this requires patience, and it's why I believe that long-term investing is the way to go. While you have to have patience in letting your money grow, you also need a sense of urgency to start investing now. Compound interest is a beast when it comes to growing your wealth, and the best way to harness that beast is by putting it to work as soon as possible. I know when I was younger, I figured I'd start saving for retirement when I was making more money, but I didn't realize that a small amount of money invested very young can be even more powerful than a much larger amount invested later. Compound interest is our friend, so don't delay and start investing today. And that will do it for today. Have a great day and weekend. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.